Hello there, I'm back again. This is Eunice, the author of Triplehood, the three P's of dealing with childhood trauma. I'm back again. Today I'll be reading from page 19. And like I always say, that Triplehood contains strategies to help deal with trauma, pain, challenges of life. Having said that, it's not a replacement for professional help. If you need help with any challenges you may be dealing with, please consult your counselor or therapist. So let's dive right in. Page 19, the divorce. Marriage is a journey into the unknown. You think you know everything about your spouse, but you will spend each day unraveling them. According to Antonia, her marriage with Michael was not what she had expected. Michael constantly accused her of infidelity. Moreover, he was controlling. They argued over every little thing, and when she couldn't take it anymore, she called it quits. She was torn between staying with her children or leaving for her sanity. The age difference between Antonia and Michael might have contributed to why they didn't see eye to eye on many things. The decision to marry Michael wasn't Antonia's, but that of the community elders. Before Antonia came into the picture, Michael was still married to his second wife, although they were separated, and he already had 7 children. Even with no attraction, no love, no dating, young Antonia had to obey the elders. Their argument was Michael would take good care of her because he was 50 years older than her. No wonder the couple wasn't on the same page on most things. It seems she couldn't do anything as far as her relationship with Michael was concerned. Despite her best effort, there was always unresolved tension between them. Her decision made their divorce was made even more painful because she knew her 3 children would never be the same. She felt hurt, disappointed, and betrayed by the others. Antonia decided she was done. She vowed not to allow anyone to dictate how to run her love life and relationship ever again. I was blind, but now I see was how Antonia felt when her marriage with Michael went south. She may have been naive at the beginning of their relationship, but after having 3 children with Michael, she now knew better. The age gap wasn't the couple's only challenge. They also had a blended family. Antonia has never said much about her relationship with her stepchildren. 4 of her stepchildren were adults and had already left home either for college or for work in another city when Antonia and Michael got married. The youngest 3 were between 4 and 15 at the time. The 15-year-old looked after her 2 younger siblings, so Antonia really didn't have much of a relationship with them. Michael's previous divorce had pushed his youngest children to grow up fast and take on adult responsibilities like chores and cooking. The lack of bond between Antonia and her stepchildren surely could not have helped matters. Byonle was a toddler when Antonia and Michael ended their marriage. Antonia was even still breastfeeding Byonle, so she went with Antonia when she left Michael. Byonle's older siblings were 7 and 4 years old, so Antonia left them in Michael's custody. When she later married one of her admirers, Antonia's mother offered to take Byonle to live with her. in another state, so Antonia could have more time to devote to her new lover. What are mothers for, after all? As Antonia says, although it was painful for her, she felt she had to send Bayonle to live with her mother for her marriage to work. That became another of the toughest decisions Antonia had ever had to make. Bayonle's grandma was well known in her community because of her career. She was an herbalist. Her fame attracted guests to her house on a regular basis, and they would bring her candies and biscuits. It's common practice in the Yoruba culture for guests to bring goodies for their host children. Regrettably, some of these people would caress young Bayonle. Day after day, and month after month, she became used to the gifts and the touch of the guest. Eventually, it didn't bother her. It was all she knew. But then, the severity of the occurrences began to increase. Many times, Bayonle would find herself pinned to the couch in her living room by a neighborhood teenager. He would threaten her and say she would be in big trouble if she told. To Bayonle, that wasn't the normal way of playing with older males. At least that was what she was told. It was only when she became older that she realized that the males who touched her inappropriately took advantage of her innocence for their sexual pleasure. It was not normal or okay. Does this resonate with you? It's not normal, it's not okay for older children to touch other children inappropriately, no matter how old they are. So I'm putting it out there for parents to educate their children.